I need to start the event. This one, yes, start the event. I've been forgetting about the events on Discord, actually, because I'm an idiot. Anyway, this show is an amalgam of strange, weird, bizarre, off-the-wall, and otherwise things you don't normally see anymore from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss. For links to the articles, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander, and today I am joined by...
The lovely who's this? Hi-yo!
And our resident, most recent Neo-Amish converter, Jebediah Abraham.
Yeah. with a little hint of America.
Yeah.
And a ham sandwich.
Ooh,
what?
A ham sandwich, delicious. Anyway, today is Wednesday, aka Friday, April 14th, 2023. Let's jump into the news today, shall we? Starting us off from Audio Central, we have parents gift 5-year-old daughter a luxury SUV to motivate her to go to school. Why? Malaysian social media has been abuzz with the story of a young, well-off couple who recently bought a Mercedes SUV as a present for their 5-year-old daughter to motivate her to go to school. What? She doesn't even understand the concept of a vehicle. Earlier this month, Malaysian businesswoman Farhana Zahara posted a TikTok video asking her daughter Fatima what she wanted as a birthday present, to which the little girl answered that she wanted either a green Mercedes G-Wagon or a BMW. How the hell does she even know about this? In the same video, Farhara made the girl promise that she will go to school if she gets what she wants, and then they seal a deal with a pinky shake. Apparently, Farhana and her husband have been having problems convincing Fatima to go to school because she hadn't turned 5 yet, and they use this opportunity to persuade her, just like our parents used to back in the day. No, they didn't buy us cars. What the hell? That is absolutely astounding. Like, in a bad way. Like,
no, well, I remember, there was a guy from India who sued his parents for letting him be born.
I remember that, yeah. I spoke about that the other day in a Discord server I used to... Yeah, he sued his parents because he didn't have consent to getting born. It actually happened.
Give him consent. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, this is a funny thing. It's like, you know what, dude, there is a loophole for this. If the parents are well off, they could actually just give her, you remember the Barbie cars that, the little tiny toy cars that kids
the Power Wheel
around?
Things, yeah.
We should do that. Yeah, that would have been way better.
They could just get one custom made to look like those and be like, here you go.
Yeah, she doesn't know the difference. Dude, she's 5. How does she even know what a BMW is? How does she know of Mercedes?
That's impressive.
When I was 5, I was eating dirt. Come on.
Dude, if she knows
when I was 5, I was
like
snapping
that, she's
sticks
gonna
in
be
half and using them as guns.
Yeah.
Dude, she's gonna be the
stick guns.
future mechanic if she knows BMWs that.
Yeah.
She's gonna be an epic mechanic if she's only not even 5 and knows these type of models.
Maybe. Anyway,
yeah, she's gonna be a car nut.
Let's move on up here. More from Oddity Central. 45-year-old man finds online success by posing as a teenage girl. That's creepy.
Oh, well, that's creepy and awkward.
Yeah, Nanami Kana.
That's funny and philosophical.
Nanami Kana looks like a Japanese teenage girl in most of the photos he puts on Twitter, but he recently shocked his fans with photos of himself from 12 years ago in which he appeared as a bearded, overweight man. A Japanese influencer with around 35,000 Twitter followers, Nanami Kana is actually just the online persona of a 45-year-old father of one who simply enjoys putting on women's clothes and posing as a teenage girl. We need to bring the asylums back. He does a remarkably good job of it too, as most of the people who visit his Twitter page for the first time declare their disbelief at the fact that he is a man and a 45-year-old one at that. But Nanami really blows his fans' minds last year when he first posted photos of himself 12 years ago, revealing that he was over 60 kilograms or 132 pounds heavier than today. So,
oh jeez.
So he transformed his body. He lost a lot of weight. That's cool and all. I wonder how many people after figuring out that, to that picture,
well,
it's a trap.
it's a trap. It is a trap.
If this guy's a fucking, father. Like, imagine what the girl's feeling like there.
Yeah, that's
It's like that
embarrassing.
one character.
Like,
It's
this
like
is
the
my
one
dad.
character from fucking Hellsing Ultimate.
Actually, hold on a second.
Like you think it's a chick, but it's actually a dude.
My God. So.
Wow. So
Sick
he
thing.
actually got people to think that's actually him pretending to be a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. There was a meme that used to go around regarding traps. There was a character in Hellsing Ultimate that was, I'm pretty sure this was actually in the main story. They showed in Abridged, but the one character was a male disguised as a female. There was a bunch of memes based around it because
Let's not get too
looks
deep
like-
into this. I don't
Yeah.
want to give a reason to cancel us. So,
Yeah,
that's
well,
a.
also remember,
I just think it's
but no,
memeable.
Yeah.
actually, this one's actually cool because it's actually in the movie Hook with Robin Williams. I just told you about this.
Oh,
and not
yeah.
too many people know. Glenn Close actually portrayed a man. She has a cameo in the movie Hook with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. She's the person that gets put in the boo box. Not the boo box. No, that's Glenn Close. It's a female pretending to be a guy.
Yeah,
And she's,
right
like,
here. That's
standing
Glenn
right next
Close.
to Robin Williams because they said, there was a betrayer
Know that.
and someone doesn't belong
Wow.
there. But no, it's actually a really funny video. Like, it's a little known fact, but yeah, interesting
Yeah, that's
stuff there.
weird.
Here, can I read this one off here, bud?
Go for it.
Yes, a man wins 365 days of paid leave in exceptional company raffle.
That's one entire year.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah, I would totally take that up. Does that include, yeah. Well, no, it have to include the weekends, obviously, but...
Do you want to continue?
No, you can read it. I just wanted to read the headline.
Yeah. Why don't you guys switch off reading the headlines and I'll read the body? Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Great idea.
A
That's
Chinese
good
man
idea.
has attracted the envy of his entire country after reportedly winning 365 days of paid leave in a generous raffle organized by his company. That is actually surprising. In China, of all places? Wow. In a viral video that has been circulating on Chinese social media for about a week, a young man can be seen sitting on a chair in what looks like a banquet hall and holding a large sign that says 365 days of paid leave. It wasn't long before the footage drew the attention of mainstream news outlets who managed to identify the location shown in the video, and thus the event took place there. It turns out that this was this was recorded during the annual meeting held by a company in Shenzhen whose management wanted to ease the tension of its employees by offering fun and enticing prizes in a raffle. Well, that's better than, getting whipped in the sweatshops and everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Cheese and rice.
And of course, for further reading, audience, please refer to the underbar in the description below. The links to all of these articles, the ones we've read, and this one, and the ones we will get to, they're all down there. So yeah, they put in all the work to bring us all this news. I just read it to you, so go give them the foot traffic, please. Anyway.
But also just look this up for yourself too. Do the research on your own as well, and don't take our word for it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yes. Absolutely. I agree.
we're just reading what we see, but also you can also verify if what we're saying is right or wrong, and if not, please comment below as well.
Yes.
If something we said is an inaccurate document or something, we want to know.
Yeah.
So
I can't help it. I'm
let's move
staring at
on
my
on
glasses
this
and my
one.
picture down there. I'm fascinated with my glasses.
Your new eyeglasses steaming up on you there, buddy?
You're just staring.
No. I love my new
hat.
glasses.
I know. You, like I said, you look like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. Okay, defense.
All right, who wants to read this one? All right, go
Next
for
one.
it.
Doomy Doom. Doomster.
Damn.
I did that in the most high school. I did that in the most elementary school.
Fuck, dude.
God damn.
What the?
Japanese
Alright.
cafe fires waitress for mixing her own blood in cocktails.
What? Ew.
Oh, the irony of that.
A young Japanese waitress has been accused of borderline terrorism by her employers after it was discovered that she mixed her own blood into a patron's cocktail. The Mondaji Kon Cafe Daku, a problem child dark cafe, That's a weird name. In Sapporo, Japan, opened its doors for the first time on March 3rd in hope to attract patrons willing to pay 2,500 yen or $25 an hour to drink all they wanted by hiring mentally unstable and problematic girls dressed in dark, goth-style attires as waitresses. This is a recipe for disaster.
Nothing wrong going on there. That's that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, now I'm understanding why what happened happened. The idea backfired when one of the waitresses took her role a little too far by adding her blood into a cocktail, reportedly at the request of a customer. The cafe fired the young woman as soon as its management learned about the incident and apologized to its clientele, describing the dangerous actions of the former employee as borderline terrorism. Well, it sounds like your restaurant is borderline terrorism, my guy, you know? So.
Well, dude, you want to hire a whole bunch of mentally ill people to run your store. What do you think was going to happen?
That's what one would call a Bloody Mary.
Oh, God. No, don't turn me off. I love Bloody Marys. Those are great drinks.
That is an AO-approved pun right there.
Good Lord, that's a quote right there in itself, dude. That's going to
joke for like the past,
wow.
For like the past minute. I was thinking of that. I was like, I gotta time this perfectly.
Yes.
Good Lord. Good Lord, Doom.
All right. Oh, we got some more stuff from Japan here.
Yes, we. Oh,
you're getting robot-y, Alice. Alice.
Can you hear me?
Are you broadcasting from Cybertron?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains things.
Cybertron today. And what's going on from news from Cybertron is that how a popular anime caused Japan's raccoon infestation.
Oh, Japan's on Cybertron now too? Oh God, they're everywhere.
Raccoons?
Yep. Raccoons are not native to Japan, yet in the last few decades, the furry critters have become naturalized in 44 of the country's 47 prefectures, causing all sorts of problems for humans and other animal species. And to think it all started with the Cute Animal series. In 1963, U.S. writer Sterling North launched his most popular book, Rascal, a memoir of a better era. It told the story of a young boy called Sterling who went on adventures with his raccoon sidekick Rascal, and it became such a huge hit that Disney decided to turn it into a live-action movie. In Japan, Rascal's adventures inspired a 52-episode anime series called Rascal the Raccoon, aka Ariguma Raskaraku, which ran for a year in 1977 and made raccoons the most sought-after pets in the country. There was just one problem: there were no raccoons in Japan, so people started importing them from the U.S. at a rate of about 1,500 raccoons per month. And that's an invasive species, so that's not good. Wow.
So they did to themselves, not realizing that they're a rodent.
Those things may look cute, but they are good eating.
Yeah. Raccoon? I've never had
good appetizer.
I'm not even joking. Actually,
we're gonna have some for appetizers today. We're gonna have some raccoon tails and raccoon claws.
Well, they taste like black bear.
Well, no, actually, here's the fun thing: is like
depending on your
you could like totally. What? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, depending on your definition of tail, that might make you a furry.
Oh, yeah. Really? Come on, now. No, I was gonna say, you know how people are like all the people in Florida right now with their little like ankle biter dogs worrying about like alligators eating them. If you have a problem with that, why don't you catch an alligator and fillet it, dude? Alligator meat is really freaking good.
Actually, it's kind of ironic that we're talking about food and such now, because here we go. Check this out.
I haven't even eaten yet. Okay. Oh, can I take this one here since it's speaking food? Oh no, you go ahead, Doom.
Oh yeah, I'll go. This frozen fish salad was voted the worst dish in the world.
All right.
I called BS. Pineapple on pizza.
Hey!
No, I'm joking. No, I've tasted
Dude,
much.
I have a freaking. I have like one. It's like not a bumblebee, but it's what do you call them? They're the ones that like burrow into wood. Those big bumblebee looking things.
Oh, the black ones, the big black ones.
Well, they have a
carpenter bees.
They do have a stripe of yellow
Carpenter
on them,
bees.
but no, one keeps like going around my head.
Oh.
And buzzing like he's gonna try to bore into my brain. Yeah, good luck on that.
Well.
Brain. It's a bad joke.
Anyway, it says here, Indigrica salad, or Indigrica salad. That's a weird word to pronounce. A Russian fish salad that originated in Yakutia, the coldest inhabited region in the world, was recently voted the worst dish in the world by the readers of online food guide Taste Atlas. Indigrica is a rather simple dish. It consists of diced whitefish such as broad whitefish, elma, and muscon combined with onions and seasoned with oil, salt, and pepper. That doesn't sound so bad, right? Well, at least not so bad as other dishes we featured on Oddity Central in the past. The problem with Indigrica salad is that the fish is not only raw but frozen solid, which is to be expected from a dish born in a region where temperatures routinely drop below 70 degrees Celsius, negative 70 degrees Celsius. The dish is usually served as an appetizer, accompanied by lemon wedges and a shot of vodka. Well,
yeah, that's so you don't have to taste the terribleness.
Frozen solid raw fish with onions. Oh, that sounds absolutely disgusting.
I bet you I know exactly what that vodka's for.
Yeah, to stomach that.
To numb your
not just to stomach it.
No, it's to numb your taste buds before you eat it.
I mean, look at that. That looks absolutely appalling.
Before it gets busted wide open.
Dude, I wouldn't even feed that to a stray cat. Like,
I mean, at least cook it. If they cook it, I would eat it, but frozen, no.
It's raw. No, I only like raw fish, like on sushi.
Yeah.
Like with the rice. Like, I don't know, something with rice and raw fish, it's just like a good combination, and the seaweed wrap. But then again, like, I've had the other form, like sashimi and stuff like that, where, you know.
I can't eat seagrass. Or, well, seaweed, seagrass, seaweed, same thing.
You don't eat seaweed, you smoke it.
He said weed.
My thoughts exactly.
Anyway, let's move on up here. Speaking of bees, Alice.
Have the bees. Yeah, we have the bees of Easter Island. Produce the purest honey on Earth.
Not the bees!
You had me at the purest honey.
So is that where the Wicker Man took place? Was on Easter Island then?
I don't think so.
That'd be Winnie the Pooh's favorite location.
Oh God, dude!
Love it.
Have you seen the new movie Blood and Honey? Winnie the Pooh. Oh my God!
Brutal.
Yes.
I love it. Oh, dude, we did a movie with that. That was interesting.
Shouldn't have messed with Winnie.
It's horribly, but awesome, so bad, but so good.
You know, like, I fear for everything eventually gonna slip into public domain. Like, what's gonna happen to Mickey Mouse?
Oh, they already have a horror game based around that.
I'm not surprised. But anyway, it says here, isolated on an island in the middle of the southeastern Pacific Ocean, the bees of Easter Island are free of all the pathogens and pesticides ravaging the global bee population, and therefore produce the purest honey on the planet. The beekeepers of Chile's Easter Island are fully aware that their bees may one day become the salvation of the world's most important pollinator, with bee colonies all over the world struggling to survive serious threats like pesticide poisoning, new diseases, and climate change. The bees of Easter Island are probably the only ones in the world yet to be affected by such problems, and their owners hope to keep it that way. They have managed to convince the local government to ban the importation of bees because of the significant risk of contamination. Now, there's some political propaganda in there. You know, I find it funny that they could say climate change, yet it's not affecting certain areas. No, if it's climate change, everything's affected. You know, it's not like something's outside of the climate to not be affected by the change. So you can't have climate change and not at the same time. You know? So
I remember the bee that was hovering around me. It's called a carpenter bee. They're the ones that carpenter bee.
yeah, that's what I said earlier. I asked you if it was a carpenter bee, like the big black ones. Those ones scare me.
Yeah, they're actually
harmless. They're mostly harmless. They're everywhere around my apartment. So
I don't care if they're harmless. Look at the size of that thing. Keep it away. No.
That's a chunky boy.
That's big.
That is a very chunky boy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, no. I'd rather have him around me than a hornet.
I don't want either.
Hornets just have a temper.
Or a yellow jacket.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, here's an even scarier fact about hornets. They have photographic memory. They see your face once and they will never forget you.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's one perfect for you.
Ooh. Spanish athlete emerges from cave after 500 days underground.
Wow.
Taking notes from Heath Ledger? Put in a cave?
A Spanish extreme athlete emerged from a cave in Granada after spending 500 solitary days 230 feet underground. Beatriz Flamini, at the age of 50, entered the cave on November 21st, 2021, with an aim to learn about the effects of solitude and deprivation on the human body and mind. Flamini, who was monitored from afar by a team of scientists from the universities of Almeria, Granada, and Murica, not America, but Murica, Murcia. Shut up. Said she lost count of the days after about 2 months and thought only 160 to 170 days have elapsed when she reached the project's goal of 500 days. Wow. So she was like way out of tune. You know, that's dangerous.
She took the Batman training way too seriously.
Yeah. So apparently she had read 60 books while she was down there, though. So you know that's cool. So I don't think you could get a good TV signal down there. So.
Got smarter in 500 days. Got smarter by reading books.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Yep. We got another one here. A student ID from stolen purse returned to woman after 41 years. Huh. Nice. A student ID found in a buried purse in a British Columbia man's yard was returned to its owner 41 years after the bag was apparently stolen. The Nanaimo RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, so this is Canada, said a man was digging a hole for a fence post in his Nanaimo yard recently when he found an old purse that was deteriorating from apparent years underground. The man opened the purse and found a well-preserved 1981-1982 student ID from Wellington Junior Secondary School, which is now Wellington High School. So, all right, the resident turned his discovery over to the police, who were able to identify the owner of the ID, identified only as Lori. So, that's cool. Got her ID back.
Canada.
Oh, this one's interesting. You want to read this
Man
one?
throws $200,000 on Oregon highway to bless others.
What?
That's stupid.
Yeah,
that is stupid. That is very stupid. You have 200 grand. Do not throw it on the highway. Buy a house.
Yeah.
Buy a house with that, or
Dude,
a brand new car.
Dude, seriously, like, of all the ways to spend $200,000 on drugs, utilizing other people to do that, there you go. Oregon, come on. And of course, and here's the other thing, endangerment. Like, vehicles stopped on a busy Oregon driver so their drivers could get out and collect an estimated $200,000 thrown out of another driver's window. So he threw it out of his window, and then he caused traffic to stop. That is public endangerment. This guy should get the electric chair. Seriously.
I would just block off that entire road until I got all 200,000. For myself, because I'm greedy like that. And I need the money.
Well, at least you're living up to your hat. The Oregon State...
I see what you did there. Nice.
The Oregon State Police said Colin Davis McCarthy, at the age of 38, threw the cash out of his window on Interstate 5 near mile marker 192 in Eugene. McCarthy, who was not charged with any crime, told officers he was, quote, doing well and wanted to bless others with gifts of money, end quote, the OSP said in a statement to KVAL TV. So he didn't get charged with anything, not even a slap on the wrist. Dude, this guy, you know, he should be locked up, because that is, like, public endangerment, you know, and, like, potential tax evasion, you know, like $200,000 you're just gonna throw out. Like, I'm pretty sure the IRS wants some of that. So, like, hell, I'm not even a lawyer or anything, but I can think of, like, several things, you know, beyond my 10 digits to bring this guy into a jail. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on up here. Oh, here's another perfect one for you.
Australian man completes 3,182 push-ups in an hour.
Damn.
Jesus. That's impressive. Bro, if I could meet this man, I'm going to give him a pat on the back. Holy hell.
Yeah. An Australian bodybuilder broke a Guinness World Record when he completed a staggering 3,182 push-ups in just 1 hour. Lucas Helmke, at the age of 33 of Brisbane, completed an average of over 53 push-ups per minute to break the record of most push-ups in 1 hour. Helmke bested the previous record of 3,182 set by fellow Australian Daniel Saikai in April of last year, 2022. All right.
This man deserves a round of applause. That is actually impressive.
Yep.
I don't even know if the Super Chef could do that.
Huh.
And he does 2,222 push-ups every day.
Well, does it take him about an hour? Like...
Oh, I have no idea. Apparently he does them all in one shot. Like, apparently he took years to prep for it, though. You know that jacked that former military soldier from, I think he was in the army.
The GIF that you post all the time, the guy
chef,
with the knives.
the Russ chef.
Yeah,
it's the Chef Russ meme.
Yeah,
but with his actual face. You take away Russ's face, and that's an actual person. Like, he's a real guy.
Yep. Here's something interesting.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
You back, Alice?
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
You want to take this one?
Give me 1 second. Let him just read this one. I'll read the next one.
All right.
Alrighty. Maine Museum offers $25,000 reward for the recovery of a crashed meteorite.
Huh. And
Oh,
we have
damn.
Give me a general location and I'll be there.
Yeah, we have a couple articles here that are repeated in a couple
go.
other from a couple other sources. So, like, we'll be getting back to this, like, in a snippet. It says here, though, Maine Museum is offering a $25,000 reward for the retrieval of a meteorite of meteorite fragments that made landfall near the Canadian border. So, is it $25,000 for a fragment? What's the deal here? The Maine Mineral and Gem Museum said in a Facebook post that the fireball was visible in the April 8th daytime sky over Washington County in Maine, and Doppler radar from NASA indicated pieces of the space rock crashed into Earth near Calais, which is close to the border with Canada. The museum is offering a $25,000 reward for the first person who finds and turns over a meteorite fragment weighing at least 2.2 pounds. All right. So
give me about half a day and I'll be
so
there.
they want
I know
the
exactly
ball.
where that's
They
at.
want the ball.
Yeah, where they're saying that is, I've driven near there. I have a photo of me, like, right by that place.
well, the hunt is
you
on.
You can see off in the distance. You can see a mountain off, like a small mountain range off in the distance.
Huh.
It might be the. I don't think it's the Appalachian. It might be a different one.
I'm not sure what these color squares are. Maybe suspected places of impact, but I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that road right there that says Topsfield, there off to the left. Yeah, Topsfield and all that. That is a road I believe we all went on.
Huh.
And if you look off to the side, if you look off, because you can look right at where the border is. It's a little bit off from the actual road, but.
One second, there's other pictures here. Oh, here we go.
Mhm. Oh yeah, there. Yeah, that is the place we've been. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very cool. It's a very cool spot to stop at.
Ah.
It's very scenic, despite being mostly flat.
Yep. Alice, perfect.
Yeah, buddy.
Perfect article for you.
So, in article.
Oh, and now she's back to.
German. Hang on.
Autobots transform and roll out. Heeker digger burger.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I okay now? All right. So we have the speed drinking German finished the Capri Sun pouch in record time.
Yep. And before we move on, it reminded me of this meme that I collected not too long ago.
When she finishes the whole Capri Sun in one suck.
Damn.
But sounds about right. So this guy probably had to do it in
accurate.
like a second or so. Or less than a second. So let's
Actually,
see this
no.
little clip here.
It says here, a speed-drinking German man broke an unusual Guinness World Record when he managed to drink an entire Capri Sun drink pouch in 10.41 seconds. Andrei Ortloff, who holds numerous Guinness World Records for the speed eating and speed drinking, took on the record in the city of Augsburg and successfully broke it with a time of 10.41 seconds. All right. Well, Alice, I know
Oh,
that you can
no.
defeat that like half the time, no problem. So
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's what I was about to say. Like I've actually like done a suck of Capri Sun, like the fruit punch one, and I did it in like less than 5 seconds. I was like, it was like a big slurp, and I was like, done.
Just gotta squeeze it. You just gotta take the whole thing, just boom, and crush it.
Yep.
Well, you know,
And make sure
no
it's
one else
like
can
at a
take a
perfect
load
angle,
better
just
than a
goes-
woman, right? Women can suck things. I mean, women are good at certain things of sucking. God, I'm just digging myself a hole out here, aren't I?
Hey, you know what? You are a female, so you're legally allowed to say that.
Yeah. Naturally born one too. Oh wait,
Did you see
I
my
just made a
face?
leap of penguin now. Someone's gonna get triggered.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not
as
sorry.
as Alice was saying that, I did the
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh god damn it!
I did the Jim Carrey face.
Honeybee just went into my frickin' work.
Oh, punch it in the face.
Whatever, have fun. He'll find his way out eventually. I don't care.
Yep.
I've never been stung by a bee because I never give bees reason to hate me. So
I got stung by a bee once because I was a little kid and a bush was making noises, so I investigated and I figured out. I fucked around and found out, and it really hurt.
yeah.
And ever since then, I avoid bees like the plague because I don't want to do that again. It wasn't fun. Anyway, we have more from UPI right here.
Oh god, get the fuck out of here, bee. Oh no, he's gone. Oh, I'm gonna shut.
Don't worry, take no. Remember
You're
Uncle
lying.
Darjan's
Oh.
lessons.
Yeah.
Karate chop it in the face.
California couple wake up to find a bear in their garage. That reminds
What?
me of that scene in Family Guy. There's a bear in my oatmeal. Like, how do you not know? Like, this oatmeal tastes
like the
funny.
scene in like Open Season. It's like with Boog that hangs out in the garage all the time.
Well,
You
no,
remember
that
that
actually
from Open
reminds
Season?
me. I just saw a video of a grizzly bear trying to attack the den of a black bear.
Oh wow.
And the black bear mother, she had 2 cubs. She went running to save her life and did not protect her kin. But this is not unheard of either.
Yo, remember that
Also,
lion that got
like-
attacked by hippos on the
There
rock?
is.
You remember that lion that got attacked by hippos on the rock?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos. Yeah, don't mess with hippos. They're walking tanks.
yeah.
I mean, so
no,
are
well,
rhinos. Rhinos are just blind, horned versions
don't-
of the hippo.
Rhinos are just
And
morbidly
don't-
obese unicorns. So
If you really,
don't screw with walruses either. Like they're like the fucking
there.
like lions. Well, no, walruses are ridiculous too, but nobody talks about
I have
them.
an idea. Why don't we just
They're like
treat?
the hippo of the sea.
I have an idea. Why don't we just respect animals like we respect people? You don't want to fuck with other people, you know? You don't want to get your face
No.
blasted off or anything like that. So,
I
anyway,
don't fuck with other things unless they fuck with me.
it says here a California couple awoke at 2 in the morning to the sound of their home security camera alerting them to an intruder, a black bear. Nicole and Larry Cullum of Arnold said their security camera's alarm was triggered at their Arnold home at 2 a.m. and they were shocked when they looked to see what had prompted the alert. There was a bear coming into the garage, said Larry Cullum. The couple said the bear was cautiously wandering in through the garage door, which had been accidentally left open overnight. Well, there you go. You know, button your
And
stuff
there
up.
it is.
So, but yeah.
Barely awake and barely.
Barely awake and barely, yeah. Yeah, there's a bear in their garage. That's terrifying.
when was this? Like today?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Fairly recent.
I was awake when that happened.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was like half.
Yeah,
awake,
you
I
were.
think.
It'd be
Okay,
5 o'clock in
alright.
the morning for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was up for. I woke up for like 10 minutes. Back to sleep.
Here's something that'll
Well,
make everyone
anyways,
laugh.
guys, I have to get off. My phone is like yelling at me about my battery usage, so
Okay.
I'm gonna pop off.
Fair enough.
But I will be back later.
All right.
And you guys be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs. But before I leave, New York City appoints first ever rat czar.
Huh.
Only New York.
Yeah.
Only New York.
Well, actually, it can happen in San Francisco too at this point. So.
Well, in Chicago and Minneapolis. So,
And Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Washington D.C.
And Spider-Man could show up in any of those cities.
Yeah.
Along with Venom.
Well, be cool. Stay in school, guys. Don't do drugs.
All right. See you, Allie. Anyway, it goes on here. It says New York City has named its first ever rat czar to tackle the Big Apple's growing rat population, which has become a major quality of life and health issue. I wonder why. New York City Mayor Eric Adams appointed former school teacher Kathleen Corrady on Wednesday as the city's first director of rodent mitigation, or rat czar. Wow. So, I mean, you attract the clientele that you want, and New York is, the shithole cesspool that it actually really is. So there you go.
I honestly, for a second there, I thought that was Deion Sanders. That dude, the bald guy. I thought that was Deion Sanders for a second.
Oh, God.
Kind of looks like him.
Huh. Anyway, we have from NPR. Here's like another source for the meteorite thing that we covered earlier. So for reading on from another source. There you go. Now here we go.
Huh. Schwarzenegger did something good for once?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Repaired a utility trench.
Not a pothole. Yeah. No, essentially he filled in what he thought was a pothole, but it was a utility trench. So he cost taxpayers a lot more time and money, I believe. Let's read this.
He was trying to do a good deed and then goofed.
Yeah.
He's trying to make up for his whole freedoms thing, but it didn't go well.
There's no way to make up if your father is an SS member. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, the giant pothole that Arnold Schwarzenegger said he recently filled on a street in his Los Angeles neighborhood was actually a trench that had been dug for utility work, according to the city. Southern California Gas Company had covered the trench with temporary asphalt that was to be replaced with a permanent surface, the Los Angeles Department of Public Works said in a statement. After months of heavy rains that have turned roads into tire-popping Swiss cheese for many commuters, Schwarzenegger struck a chord when he released a video of himself and a crew filling a depression on a street with packaged asphalt patch. A passing motorist paused to thank the actor, who also filled another smaller hole. SoCal Gas said in a statement that an upgrade of a pipeline system was completed on January 26, but rain delayed permanent permanent paving, which is usually done in about 30 days. The utility crews returned to the site on Wednesday, a day after Schwarzenegger posted his video, and leveled off the patch he completed to make it stronger. Okay, so he did do a good thing, but still,
So it was so it was a good deed.
Okay, I thought he just did a big whoopsie. So.
I thought he goofed. I was like,
uh-oh. I did too. Well, you know how these celebrities are, Anyway, more about this 500-day isolation thing we spoke about earlier, living underground. And then last but not least, here we go. Go for it.
Up close and peculiar. Goofed it already. Up close and peculiar with artifacts of Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. As we all know, if anybody here has seen the history show earlier today that we did, or it knows about history, this is the anniversary of when John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head, Clinton style, and Abraham Lincoln died a day later.
Window. Just another window.
Yep. But yeah, it says here, we are in the Ripley's warehouse today with a few artifacts from good old Honest Abe, starting with John Wilkes Booth's Derringer gun that was left behind in the theater after killing President Lincoln, or shooting him. It is said that it fell out of his pocket after he was escaping the theater, but in fact, most historians do not believe this is the actual gun that Lincoln was killed with. When Booth was found hiding in a farmhouse in Virginia after the assassination, a second matching gun was found in his pocket. This was a gun that was believed to be the murder weapon. This ended up being confirmed 106 years after the assassination in 1971, after the inside of both guns' barrels were tested, and it was found that the gun found in Booth's pocket matched the bullet fragments found in Lincoln's head. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, and of course, for further reading, please refer to the underbar of the description below. I'm going to watch this after the show. You know, Rare Artifacts, Abraham Lincoln. So, and there's, of course, a log house there. So, alright. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things OMNI Coalition. For your dose of different, odd, and otherwise unusual news, we stream every Tuesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central,
and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
And I am Jebediah Abraham.
A.K.A. Father Pump. A.K.A. Doom was discovered. A.K.A. Ramasur. Oh, the aliases we develop in this server, I swear.
I have another one now. The Oath of War.
The Oath of War and Big Fists. That is right. Forgot about those other two. Anyway, until you catch us, oh yeah, we also had, who is Alice, a.k.a. Stapes, a.k.a. Danny Cakes, a.k.a. Ali Kablawi, a.k.a. Warqueef, a.k.a., you know, so many other names, like, anyway, until you catch us on next Tuesday, or if you're interested in some history, we have a history show every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, and we have a Anything Goes, you know, talk show, The Kick Peanut, every Sunday at 2 p.m., 10 and 2 just for you. Anyway, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe.